The sun dipped low across the rolling wheat fields, bathing the small farming town in a golden haze. At the edge of that town, in a rundown barn with chipped paint and sagging beams, lived Emma Collins and her younger brother Luke. They had grown up on this land, working with blistered hands and calloused palms, learning the rhythm of the earth and the patience of silence. Emma had always been the quiet one in school, the type who sat at the back of the classroom, never raised her hand, and rarely spoke unless absolutely necessary. To the kids in town, she was nothing more than that poor farm girl, who reeked of hay and grease. They never looked deeper. They didn't know that beneath Emma's calm eyes and soft tone lived a storm forged in fire, sweat, and secrets she could never share. Luke was only 15, small for his age and painfully shy. He idolized his sister, though he never fully understood the weight she carried. Their parents had died years ago, leaving Emma as both guardian and provider. What Luke didn't know was that when Emma vanished from town for 5 years, she hadn't just gone to find work. She had been trained, sharpened, and transformed in the unforgiving crucible of the Navy SEALs. Every scar she bore was hidden beneath rolled sleeves and dirt-stained jeans. But to everyone else, she was still the same quiet farm girl. That day, Luke came running into the barn, face pale and fists clenched. "Emma," he gasped, "they're at it again. The guys from school, they said, if I don't give them money tomorrow, they'll make sure I don't walk home safe." His voice cracked with fear, and Emma felt her chest tighten. She knew exactly who he meant: Ryan Miller and his pack of bullies, sons of wealthy landowners who thought their money made them untouchable. Emma wiped her hands on her jeans, her expression unreadable. "And what did you say?" she asked quietly. "I told them I didn't have anything." Ryan shoved me into the lockers, and everyone laughed. His eyes brimmed with shame. I can't fight them, Emma. I'm not like you." Her gaze softened. She placed a hand on his shoulder, steady and firm. "Luke, never think that way. You don't have to be like me. You just have to be strong in your own way." She hesitated for a moment, then added, "Tomorrow, I'll come with you." The next day at school, whispers rippled through the hallways when Emma showed up with Luke. The farm girl never walked into this building anymore, yet here she was, head high, boots tapping steadily against the floor. Ryan leaned against the lockers, flanked by his friends, smirking as if he already owned the scene. Well, he drawled. "If it isn't the barn rat and her scrawny brother." "What's the matter, Luke?" "Couldn't handle paying your debt, so you brought Big Sis to fight your battles." The boys around him chuckled, shoving each other like hyenas circling prey. Emma's expression didn't change. She stood calm, her eyes cool and steady, a predator masking as prey. "Leave him alone," she said softly. Ryan snorted. "Or what? You'll milk us to death." Newsflash. "Collins, this isn't your farm. Here, you're nothing." The hallway erupted in laughter. Luke tugged at Emma's sleeve, begging her to walk away, but she didn't move. Instead, she stepped closer, her voice even lower now, almost dangerous in its calm. "You really don't want to test me?" Something in her tone made Ryan hesitate, just for a second, but pride pushed him forward. He shoved Luke hard against the lockers, making him grunt in pain. "Then show me, farm girl. What are you gonna do?" The moment stretched thin. Emma's hands remained at her sides, her stance loose yet controlled. Every instinct she'd honed in combat whispered to unleash, to end this in a single motion, but she couldn't. Not here. Not yet. The time wasn't right. But as Ryan leaned closer, spitting insults in Luke's face, Emma's jaw clenched. Her eyes, once soft and unassuming, hardened like steel. Ryan didn't notice, but one of his friends did. And the smirk slid off his face. He saw something in her gaze, something that didn't belong in a quiet farm girl. Something lethal. Emma simply said, "Touch him again, and you'll regret it." The bullies roared with laughter again, but beneath the noise, an unshakable tension filled the hall. A storm was coming. And for the first time, Ryan Miller had no idea what he had just awakened.